Omega Green with the $10 super chat. Did it pop up yet?
Yeah.
Women, do you realize how often? Excuse me. Do you realize how offensive it is for you to ask men that you often openly revile to help raise kids that you had with a man that do nothing but tear down Black America? Damn, Omega Green be trusting.
No, I'm laughing because are we just full of excuses?
Right.
Like that's all I'm laughing.
That's
like
it's just gonna keep pouring in. So y'all are part of the problem.
And it's
Right,
and it's prevalent, and it's prevalent on all your super chats. And then y'all sitting shaking your head, and it's
because women are gonna.
If you don't want to do the work, just say I don't want to do the work, and then just be that nigga. But
say it again, Mary. Say it again so they can hear you.
Women are not gonna ask for something for nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it's like if you want me, my kids come with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect to get me and not my kids, and then get mad when you just want me, and I'm like, nah, my kids is here too.
No, Mary, they don't do that. They're just saying stay away from the women with kids.
No, he was saying that we asked them whatever the fuck he was saying. It's not up there no more. But he was saying it in reference to us expecting them to do something for our kids. Like if you don't come to me and approach me when I have kids, then I'm not going to ask you shit.
Did y'all read? Hold on, let's read it. Let's read it one time.
Nah, that's not.
He said, do you realize how offensive it is for you to ask men that you often openly revile to help raise kids that you had with men that do nothing but tear down Black America? I'm not going to ask you to do anything for anybody if you're not trying to get something out of me.
I just assumed he was.
You're not addressing the question. You're not addressing the super chat.
He's addressing Q's final point, really.
Oh, in regards to wanting them to help everybody,
as many as they can reach.
He's saying that you made them kids with cats that's really making us look bad.
Right. So
that are the stereotypes.
Oh, okay.
Did she read good?
No, I'm reading
yes,
it.
But he also said
specifically, not as in regards to what you read these super chats late.
No, I didn't.
What do you mean? Q stopped talking a long time ago.
No, he just sent it. But
so I think he's talking about what we're talking about now. I think this is present. If he just sent it, we don't ask men or women don't really ask men for shit. A lot of time women are taking care of their own kids, and then men come along and they either want to fuck. So then we have to put things in place. Okay, no, are you gonna take care? What we doing? You take care of me because you know there's a package. So that's how it typically goes. The women out here don't ask you niggas. I mean, these niggas for anything,
right?
Nah, but we ain't taking care of no package. We just gonna take care of you. We ain't taking care of no package.
And that don't make sense. So,
but you
can't do that package.
You can't ask them to. You can't ask them to take a package,
beat it,
and not be able to discipline your child. Though you can't
beat it.
Can't have both. So if he's taking
kids
care of a
fuck
package,
up out of here.
But
thank you, Isha.
Chill out.
Thank you.
No, we're not agreeing. But
married, so
we're not agreeing.
But we are agreeing.
No, we're not. But
we're agreeing. I agree with you.
But if you
Tell your
can't
baby
say
father to
you're
come
a
get that
package
kid.
deal, and I want you to take care of my son because he's part of me, and then I'd be like, oh no, you can't hit him. Don't yell at him. You're not his daddy. No. If he's paying for food, shelter, clothes, if you need to him up, his ass up.
But I think you're speaking more to intentions, Isha.
Yeah, for sure.
If they got the right intention and it's to create that structure that child needs, absolutely. But if their intentions is off and it's just like, oh, I've been waiting well on a little kid, like then that changes.
So even in that regard, where we vet the men we're dating as well,
right?
So we're also vetting
that goes
men.
back to you because if you're dating somebody who has animosity towards your child, then that's a you issue. So that ain't anything else kind of issue. That's you. You have poor judgment and character.
I do agree with you saying. However, you get a dude, and I respect you. You my child's mother, and I respect the new dude you with, and don't mind him disciplining my child. He put his hands on my child, I'm beating him up. Nothing to talk about.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, she's not asking him to provide for your child because you're providing for your child.
Right, but I would expect him to discipline my child and be the role model that my child needs. But by all means, do what you got to do. Bark if you have to. You put your hands on my child, we got a problem.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So wait a minute.
Facts,
So
Chief.
if you have a child by a woman, and the child stays with the mom and the new boyfriend, and the boyfriend disciplines the child physically, you have a problem with the man?
Absolutely. Am I active in my child's life?
Right. That's the difference. You're active.
That's insanity.
No,
That's
Gunny.
insanity.
He's talking about putting his hands on his child.
Right.
He has
the same way
he
that
could
man was physically
discipline, but he
disciplined.
said put his hands on. You want to
Like
see
a
a dead
spanking,
body?
right? We're talking about a spanking.
Yeah. Okay, a spanking. Yeah. No, I have a problem with that.
You want to see a
That's
dead
insanity.
body?
Me being
That's
an
insanity.
active father, I'm supposed to be okay with another man putting his hands on my child. Motherfucker, call me and I'll handle that. You don't put your hands on my kid.
It's not insanity if he's active.
If you're not physically in the home, you can't be active at the moment that the child needs discipline. So the child needs physical discipline at the moment. So what are you supposed to pause and take a time out and wait for the?
No child needs physical discipline. First of all, from another man. Secondly, you
That's a
telling me
different conversation. Go ahead.
you telling me you will be okay with me putting my hands on your child?
Yes, I would.
You need to come on and beat your ass too. Then that's what's gonna happen.
No. If I'm in a situation where I'm not physically in the home with my seed, with my child, I would be okay with another man physically disciplining my child. Yes, I would be okay.
Gunny, I
You're
don't
okay
believe
with
you,
the
Gunny.
football coach doing it. You're okay with the.
Gunny, I don't
with
believe you.
nobody.
And you a vet. You a vet. Come on, Gunny. I don't believe you. You ain't gonna let no other man put his hands on your kid. Stop. Knock it off.
You're not in a position. You're not in a position. You're not in a position to dictate. You're not in a position to dictate whether a man can physically discipline your child if you're not in the home with the child.
You out of your fucking mind.
All right.
Gunny,
You out of your rabbit ass mind.
So then what is the mother supposed to do?
What is the mother
She's supposed to say time out?
No, I'm
and
cool
wait
with the mom.
24 hours?
The mom, if my kid needs an ass whooping, the mom go up and they run up on her ass. But her boyfriend, fuck out of here. It's not happening.
So then where? Okay, so great point. Where does that put the stepfather?
Man, fuck that stepfather.
What do you mean? I respect him as a man. I respect him. I respect him as a man. I appreciate the services he provides for my kid. He can discipline to a degree. You put your hands on my kid, I got a fucking problem with it.
No, you don't, bro. You don't respect that man. You don't respect that man. And that goes to the original point what Kevin Sain was talking about. It doesn't benefit men to be stepfathers because we're in a crazy situation where as men we know that children need discipline. So I'm supposed to do a timeout, pause, and wait for you to come over and discipline the child that I'm taking care of financially? Are you serious?
If I'm not present, then it's a different story. If I'm active in my child's life, doing my thing on my part, and you think you can put your hands on my child, I'm gonna come there and I'm gonna beat your ass first and take my kid out the house.
Then women that have children, and the fathers don't live in the home, it's hopeless because they can't meet an alpha male. There's no way that they can deal with a man that's a man's man that knows when to lay the law down and discipline his children or stepchildren or women that he's financially taking care of. It's hopeless, bro.
It's not happening.
You're saying that women have no chance of finding a man, an alpha male to take care of their children.
An alpha male would look me in my face and go, "Yo, your daughter needed to get her ass whooped, but that's your child." He would have enough respect for me not to do that. I don't give a fuck what the mom says. If the mom okays her husband hitting my child, I'm coming in the house and I'm whooping his ass.
That's not an alpha male. That's not an alpha male. No. I'm sorry. That's not an alpha male.
So a beta male would be another nigga letting another nigga beat his child. Fuck out of here, Gunny. I'm not taking that shit. You a beta.
That's not an alpha male. Hey, bro. Hey, your son's acting up over here. Can you come over here to the woman that you used to sleep with and have sex with and give him a spanking? And after you're done, can you leave and go back home? Come on, bro. Knock it off. What alpha male is going to say that?
You're a different nigga. I have respect for men. If I'm with another man and his child's in my house, I'm not going to put my hand on another man's kid, especially if he's an active part of their life. It's not happening like that.
If I'm financially taking care of a child, these hands will go across his backside,
and these hands go across your jaw
financially.
Nothing to talk about.
Period.
Nothing to talk about.
And if you don't like it, then you're gonna come over and you're gonna get the same treatment.
So in this situation, ain't no agree disagree right here. If I find out another man put his hands on my daughter, it's smoke in the city.
It'd be smoke. It'd be smoke for the child, and it'd be smoke for the daddy.
So be
it. You talking about a daughter?
I'm talking about my kid, my son. No matter.
But Chief, if say you the stepdad, because you're single right now, so it's a 90% chance you may be a stepdad.
Yeah.
So if you're the stepdad, right,
mm-hmm.
and you in the house, and your wife's son is beating your son ass, you telling me you're not gonna put your hands on that nigga?
You break up the fight.
Nah,
you
don't
go
fight.
beating another. Little boys fight all the time. You break up the fight.
They supposed to bang out.
You know how big
they supposed to bang out.
Listen,
I'm not a little nigga, Mary, so you know what I mean?
Hey, Chief, could you come over and handle this light work for me, please?
Absolutely. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. That's what a good father does.
Yeah,
but you're still putting your hands, even if you're breaking it up, you might have to get a little weight.
No, that's not what they saying, Mary. That's not what they saying.
It's still putting. Listen,
that's why you should have let the men have the conversation.
Stop, because what I know of you right now, hypothetically speaking, God forbid, you and your husband separate. He take the kids home for the weekend. His baby, his new girl is there. Your kid's wild now. She beat your kids. You don't have a problem with that? Don't sit here on this fucking camera and lie. Because what I know of you I don't know you that well, but from what I know, you ain't having that shit.
From a woman's perspective, because I'll be a boy and a girl's ass in my house. These kids getting their ass whooped in my house. My stepkids, my kids, everybody getting their ass whooped in my house. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? My husband been raising my son since 3. You think I intervene when he be whooping his ass? Absolutely not.
Y'all niggas is y'all wilding. I'm telling you right now, there is no man that's putting his hands on my kids. Period. I don't give a fuck
my daughters is of course with daughters, they dad. You know, my husband don't even put his kids on my daughter.
So the stepdad. I'm sorry, Mary. The stepdad can do everything else, but he can't discipline the child physically.
Well, okay, so maybe I'm extra biased because I don't hit my kids. I don't have to. Like I've been dealing with kids my entire life. I don't hit
my kids either.
I've been dealing with kids my entire life, Gunny. I'm very good at behavior intervention.
Let me bring some order to this.